Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. I'm in a new place, so hopefully it sounds okay. If you guys don't know, I've been in the process of moving, so that's been kind of a lot. I do have all my perfumes out at this point, but it has been nice reaching for a smaller tray. So these are the perfumes I've been reaching for the most, like during the move, the last little bit. I feel like I've also been striking out on a lot of the new perfumes. So I do have some new ones here that are also included on the tray just because they're like brand spanking new, but it's been nice to go back to vanillas I actually freaking like. There have been so many gourmands and vanilla fragrances that have been launching, and so many of them are like not quite it. They're not quite it. So anyway, let me share with you what I've been using. I definitely have to shout out Maison Mataha. This is Escapade Gourmande, and this is a vanilla that it took me a while to get. I mean, first off, the bottle is expensive. This is a niche high-end perfume, and I always got like a syrupy note from this vanilla, but lately I just find it so fluffy, sweet, and yummy, and kind of cupcakey in the way that the vanilla is done in here. The notes on this are sugarcane, vanilla, tonka bean, benzoin, and musk, and it is just delicious. It is such a great vanilla. I also feel like the lasting power on this is pretty good, which I feel like in the past I've been like, I don't know what I get, but if you spray a good amount, I do feel like it really lasts, and it's just been such a nice, fluffy, comforting, sweet, almost cloud-like vanilla, but not in the way I'm gonna describe other cloud-like vanillas. This one does have some body to it, so it is sweet, and it's definitely gourmand and has those foodie qualities to it. A lot of people describe this as like a burnt marshmallow or like a marshmallowy vanilla, and I am getting that more and more now, but it's more like a marshmallow cream to me. Like, to me it's a little bit sticky still, so this is a great vanilla. Some really easy wear vanillas that I've been enjoying for nighttime, just like around the house, and I don't know, I just feel clean in, and they're not going to like be too much, especially with the heat. I feel like I keep talking about this one, but it has just grown on me more and more. Lake and Skye 1111 vanilla. This is like a cleaner cloud, so if you like cloud or are intrigued by cloud, but you want something a little bit cleaner, almost a little bit more musky, but still sweet, and again, fluffy. I swear I'm gonna say that word so much. I really think you should check this one out. I'm not sure if this is in store, but it is sold at Ulta, so I would check out there and see if you can smell it, because this is definitely an easy wear vanilla, which I just have really been appreciating overall. Like, I love complex and like different fragrances, but there is just something so easy about a fragrance that's easy, you know what I mean? And I feel like daily it's just been making a lot of sense in my life, and I think especially too, again, with the hot weather. I feel like the main notes that I detect in here are the sea salt. I feel like it adds something a little clean and just a little bit different to this vanilla fragrance. There's also vanilla creme and marshmallow in here, and I feel like the sheer amber and the skin musk that's in here kind of add to that clean, just like nice cozy vibe of this. I also got a compliment literally the first time I wore it, so I feel like this is another kind of crowd pleaser. Definitely one to check out if you love vanillas. And again, I feel like the closest thing I can describe it to is like a cleaner Ariana Grande cloud, but not in a soapy way. That's how I describe it. Okay, and the other vanilla that has been so easy reach for me, this is Vanilla Skin from Phlur. You guys, look. There's like nothing left. I have used this so much. I brought this on vacation with me, so me and my friend were using it like the entire time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have used a ton of this, but I almost feel like sus, like how like I don't think I should have gone through it this fast, and I did have issues with it leaking a little bit. I didn't reach out to them. One of you guys let me know that they had amazing customer service though, so definitely do that. I just, you know, time. But I say all that to just be like, maybe somehow there's a leak I don't quite know. I don't know where it's all going, but I have been loving Vanilla Skin, and I know I gave it kind of a so-so kind of rating, but the more I wear this, the more I like this even more than the body mist. And I think I went in because I used the body mist from Phlur Vanilla Skin. I love that one, and I do think they smell different. That one has this really like kind of musky, but the musk makes it feel kind of thick as a vanilla, and I really loved it for bed. You guys know how I do. But I find with this Vanilla Skin that it's a little more woody and kind of airy, and the sweetness just kind of floats on the air in a different way. It doesn't feel as rich and thick, but I feel like it makes it a little bit more wearable out in a way that I've really been enjoying. I also feel like throughout the day as I'm wearing this, I get little whiffs here and there, so I've been loving this as a nice woody, sweet but not overly sweet vanilla. So highly recommended actually now. I know, it just took a little bit of time to get the body mist comparison out of my mind, mind. And now that I have, look at this. I'm telling you, the dent does not lie on this one. I'm gonna talk about a few new fragrances. I did decide to pick up just a travel size of the Ellis Brooklyn Dear Skye. Based off the notes, I wasn't exactly, I don't know. Basically, I just didn't know if it was gonna be right for me, so I didn't want to go in on the full bottle, although I do like this kind of iridescent look that the vial has and also the bottle has. And please, someone tell me what this smells like. This, when I smelled it, I was like, oh, that's either a designer. I think it's a designer perfume that I've smelled, but I cannot put my finger on it. It does smell good, but I think part of that is like the nostalgia. It's not necessarily a me scent. Like, this is not full bottle worthy for me, but I can totally see so many other people liking this. It says bergamot, rhubarb, honeydew melon, strawberry leaf. I definitely pick up on the rhubarb and even that melon note. There's something sweet yet still kind of tart, and you know, the bergamot even giving it some citrus. Like, very interesting. I'm like, is it kind of like Perfect from Marc Jacobs? I don't know. Let me know what this smells like if you've smelled this. In the mid, there's tuberose, white peony, pink pepper, and then in the dry down, ambrette, galbanum, and upcycled cedar wood. So I think a lot of like the fruity floral girlies are gonna love this one, and I think it's nice. It smells clean. Again, a little bit juicy, but with a bite to it. Like, not overly sweet, but definitely still sweet. And again, there's something kind of tart and tangy, but in a pleasant way. Again, not full bottle worthy for me, but I think a lot of people are gonna like this one. Let me know your thoughts. I have recently made a trip to Bath & Body Works. I only picked up a few things, which I'm proud of, but I had to try Vanilla Romance. I've had a lot of you be like, get Vanilla Romance. What do you think of Vanilla Romance? And I do really like it. This is like a musky, almost kind of syrupy vanilla, things in the ballpark. I know I always use these examples, but I do get like whiff of a waffle cone vibes, or even a little vanilla antique, which that goes a little syrupy to me as well. The actual notes they list: fresh cardamom, vanilla absolute, captivating woods. It is woody, it's sweet, it has an airy quality to it, and if you like vanilla skin, I think you would like this. This almost has a little more spice to it though. Really, really quite nice. I love picking up the vanilla specifically from Bath & Body Works. I feel like those ones tend to last in my collection a little bit more. Sometimes the seasonal ones are fun, but usually those are more momentary loves than like long term, but this is a really good one. I also wanted to check out Milk from them. They also have Honeycomb, and I did pick that one up, but on my actual tray, I have Milk. And if you were looking for a milky fragrance but didn't love Afternoon Delight, this might be one to check out. Obviously, price points are different. This is a body mist, it's not a perfume, so it's not gonna have that longevity, but I do get that like milky, definitely a cream about this, but it's sweet enough that it just smells good actually, and not like powdery and sharp the way the Afternoon Delight did. It has not grown on me. Let me just say that. Like, I felt so bad. I wanted to love that fragrance so bad, okay? I really did. And it was just not the one for me, but the notes on this one, it's sugared oats and whipped milk for a creamy, cozy scent. This is like the perfect after shower scent to me, where you just want to smell creamy, cozy, but still clean. Again, I've been loving a vanilla that I still feel like clean after, and I just wanted to shout this one out in case you were looking for a milky, creamy fragrance. Also, if heavy cream from Phlur was a little bit too much for you, this is like the sheared out version, and I can't lie, I've been enjoying that. I've just been enjoying something a little bit lighter. I think I really needed to just get a little bit cooler out for me to enjoy something that dense. So if heavy cream was a little bit much for you, but you like the idea, this might be one to check out. The rest of these are all like old faves that I've just brought back and have really been enjoying. Two of them do have vanilla, although they're not like vanilla specific fragrances. At least I wouldn't categorize them that way. And then one's a little bit more fresh because I have been going for that. So I have Princess by Kilian here. I just love this. I do think the vanilla is pretty strong in the base here, but this also has some tea. I think it's matcha, which adds a powderiness that I feel like with the sweetness and the vanilla translates as something a little bit more fluffy. I can't remember if marshmallow is actually in here. Let me check notes. Okay, three main notes: marshmallow, matcha tea, ginger. I just get that. Even the ginger is still kind of softened and kind of powdered, and it reminds me of the way the ginger kind of smells in Burberry Goddess. So I just love this. I find it cozy and girly, but definitely a going out fragrance. I don't necessarily wear this at home. I would and could, but I would wear this with like an outfit going out. It just smells simultaneously so likable, but there's something a little bit different about it. So if you haven't smelled this, I suggest checking it out. It's very, very good. Next, I have Bond No. 9 Greenwich Village. I have been just, you know, gravitating back to this, returning back to this, and this is kind of like a showery, watery, sweet yet kind of clean scent. There's some lychee in here, there's some mandarin, but I find that those fruits don't necessarily pop out to me. Like the lychee isn't really tart in any way, it's very rounded. There's some praline and vanilla that I feel like add that sweetness, and the vanilla adds even this slight creaminess, but there is a freshness and a wateriness because of the florals that are in here. Specifically, I feel like the peony. It also combines all that with an addictive ambroxan and kind of muskiness that I feel like, especially in the dry down and in the sillage, I think smells just so divine and elegant while still being a fun and, again, likable fragrance for being niche. So I feel like it has something about it where you're just like, what is that smell? I did recently get a compliment on this one too. It just smells so good. So I know this one's like a little bit older, or I don't know. I feel like when I first started watching perfume videos, it was talked about more, but I genuinely love this. I think it smells so good. And last, another oldie but a goodie. This is I Am Trash from Etat Libre. I just love this. Again, for going out and just being out in the heat, I just think this smells so fresh, and the combination of apple, rose, I believe there's sandalwood in here. It is just so good. There's also ISO-E Super, so it has that woody, molecular, kind of musky thing going on, which I'm just a sucker for, you guys know. I feel like looking at the notes, I wouldn't know I'd love this so much because of the appley note and because of the rose. I don't know. I just feel like, would I like that? But yes, I do. It smells so good. It's a great unisex scent also, even though it has that tiny bit of sweetness. But I, again, don't want you to think it's sweet like any of the vanillas. I don't know. It's kind of doing its own thing. It's super woody though at the same time, but light, airy woods that just feel fresh and clean without being soapy for summer. And I love it. So definitely check this one out again if you haven't. It is a good one, and I've definitely been returning back to it. I'd love to know what you've been using recently, either new releases, what your thoughts on some of these new releases are, or if you've been returning to some things, let me know what you've been loving. It took like everything in me to do this video, so I hope it turned out okay. There were a lot of issues, technical on my side, okay? I cannot wait to get this place a little bit more settled and hopefully have some more regular videos coming very soon. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.